All right, so I made a video in the past on her first video, and this video popped up next. Um, it seems like the first video was made quite a while back, so I am actually pretty interested to watch this video. So let's see what she has to say.
Or more or less do a follow up to. I wanted to talk about, or more or less do a follow up to the video I made 2 years ago, I think it's 2 years ago, called The Reality of Working Full Time. This has been a long time coming. I've been meaning to make this video for so long now, and I'm finally got around to it, and I think I've collected my thoughts well enough to do it now. So we're just going to jump right in. It's really bittersweet to see the amount of comments because all of them are saying that they resonate with me and what I'm saying.
You can already tell like how relaxed she is, whereas like in the first video she was like frantic about like, oh my God, the world's messed up. Like, I have to get out of this. Like, you can already tell that she is so much more like, it sounds like she's figured it out. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, the subject matter of the video was about how bloody depressed I was working full time, and a lot of the comments, and I get comments on my new videos as well saying, oh, you know, what are you doing now? What are you up to? Are you still working full time? I get a lot of questions like that, so I thought I'd just do it all in bulk and just do like a video now about it, and just where I am and stuff. So just a bit of a backstory. I filmed that video 2.5 years ago or something like that, and it was at the time I was working in retail. I didn't really explain where I was at the time of that video, but basically I was working full-time in retail. I was doing about 40 hours a week. At this job I did, and looking back this is insane, but I did 6-day weeks. 6-day weeks are not on. I mean, I don't see the point of it. You have enough staff to, I mean, you should have enough staff to disperse the workload and to disperse the presence on shop floor or whatever. There is enough people to do that, so why am I working 6 days in a row? It still doesn't make any sense to me. The thing with retail is that there's not a lot of room to progress unless you really want to spend the next 10 years of your life there. And for what? To be like a store manager? Because that's not really good for you if that's what you want to do, but that really is not
It's not good for you if it's what you want to do.
a fulfilling dream of mine. So
Of yours. Of yours.
unless you really want to progress, it really is it's a dead-end job. I mean, I hate to say it, but it really is. It's not, there's no real room for growth. But I did kid myself for a few years, and I thought, well, maybe I can work my way up. And I tried. I was great at my job. I was absolutely fantastic. I had such a great working ethic, and I do everywhere I go. But this job in particular, I really excelled. I still feel like to this day it was not recognised. I burnt myself out trying to please others, and I really pushed the boat out. I really did my best with that job, and the recognition just wasn't there. I did end up leaving that job. I ended up leaving retail, left the garden centre behind, and I went to work in an office. When I complained to people about working in retail, they always said, Vic, just go work in an office. They were like, you'd love it. Weekends off, no more 6-day weeks. You wouldn't feel as burnt out. You know, you just sit at your desk all day and just kind of mind your own business, and you do.
I'm curious what, if she has worked in an office, what her opinion is. I've never worked in an office, but I can only imagine like the drama and like being so close, cubicle, like I don't think I could do it.
Your own thing. You don't have to worry about the pressures of recognition and stuff. It's very much, you know, you stay in your lane and you do your thing. And I was like, you know what, that sounds like I can do that. That sounds great. I accepted the first office job that I got offered through my applying, and I'm still there to this day. So I left retail and I went into the world of conveyancing, which isn't my dream job either, to be honest. I thought working in an office was going to be a breeze. I thought, you know what, no more weekends. I can just sit at my desk and I can be a lazy sod. I was like, life's going to be a breeze. working 9 till 5, because previously at my retail job I was working 9 till 6. The grass is definitely not greener on the other side. There are so many cons to working in an office that people don't tell you. Sure, having a weekend off every weekend is nice, but I can't do things like I can't go to the post office, I can't go to the bank, I can't go shopping without it being so busy. I can't get parked anywhere on a weekend. Like, there's things that people just don't tell you about. When I worked in retail, I had every Wednesday off, so I could go to the dentist, I could make doctor's appointments. Do you know how hard it is to get a doctor's appointment when you work 9 a.m. till 5?
I wonder if Wednesday was her only day off in retail, because she said she worked 6 days a week. But Wednesday is her only day off to go to the dentist? I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood her again.
30 p.m. It's impossible. So I've gone from doing 40 hours a week to like 35 or something. So it really hasn't made a world of difference. I'm still working full time. I still feel incredibly burnt out. I feel like working Monday to Friday, 9 till 5:30 every day, plus a combined 10-hour commute for the week. Where's the time to do anything that I like? Do you know what I mean? So to cut a long story short, I'm still not really happy where I am. Yeah, it's nice having weekends off, and I suppose there are some perks to my new job, but I'm still working full time, and having a full-time job, especially at my age, is soaking up a lot of my prime time. I did watch my reality of working full-time video just before this, just to kind of brief myself, and I think I was more visibly frustrated back then because I didn't I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I still don't. I don't have a dream.
It is funny how I mentioned that in the first video. Um, I was like, that gap, 18, 25, 30, like it takes a long time for people to figure that out. And here she is a couple years later, and she's like, I still don't know. Like, and that's a real struggle when it's like sometimes people just jump in the race and they're not even thinking about trying to figure out what they want to do. And that's what I did. I never really tried to figure out what I wanted to do. I just did what worked, did what made money. I never, so I never tried to figure out what I wanted to do until like a little bit later in life. But here she is a couple years later, and she's like, I still don't know what I want to do. It is funny. It's ironic how I said that in the first video.
I don't have a dream job. I don't have a goal. To be honest, my dream job is to just not work.
I think that, unfortunately, yeah, I think,
You know, I think that's everyone's dream job. Just don't want to do this anymore. It just seems so monotonous. I don't know why we subject ourselves to it. I didn't choose to do this. I didn't choose to be born.
but you don't have to work. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to work. Like, that's the thing about capitalism is like, you are not forced to work. Like, she is choosing to work. Like, I'm choosing to work. Like, well, then I won't have any money. It's like, well, you're gonna have to choose. Like, it does force you to choose. Do you want to sacrifice working, or do you want to sacrifice not have? You're more than willing to not work and probably go live under the bridge on bare minimum, like live in a tent, like, and you're like, oh, well, I can't do that. And it's like, well, then so
Into this lifestyle, but I have to do it. We all have to do it, and it's just taken such a an adverse effect on my mental health. Honestly, working full time and not having time for yourself is just so crippling. It's just not. I can't remember.
how many hours a day, like, does she expect to work? Like, does she think that she should, and I'm not hating on her, it's like a genuine question, like, if this is too much, too draining, too extensive, like, let's say that you make the same amount of money, how many hours less should you have to work to make the same? I'm assuming that she's getting by and like paying her bills and stuff. So, how many hours do you think that you should work now and get paid the same? It sounds like she thinks she should work like 40. Like, so she work like 20 a week. Like, I'm just curious on like what her thoughts are. Like, I know her dream job is to not work at all, but do you get paid if you don't work at all?
The last time I did something for myself, I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. I love making videos, right? But I don't have the time to do it. Do you know what I mean? And it's a hobby, it's something that I enjoy, but I just don't have time to do it. Time seems to be a reoccurring theme here. Another crazy thing I've noticed about working full time in an office is how much my body has changed. This is the worst thing for me. Oh my god, it's awful. So when I worked in retail, I was practically running all the time. I was walking up and down, carrying goods everywhere. Like I really pushed my body to its limits. Like I would go home and ache most nights. I don't know how many steps I did every day, but it was well over 10k. It was insane. So going from that to a sit down office job, my body hates me now. My metabolism has oh, it's just depleted. It's awful. My body just isn't good at breaking down food anymore because I'm sat down all the time. And don't even get me started on how, I mean, it's just so against human nature to sit down for 8 hours a day. It's wrong.
It sounds like anything that she has to do, she's gonna. I'm on her side here. Like I mean, I'm on her side, but like I don't agree fully with the things that she's saying because 10K steps, like like you can run, like she can exercise outside of work. Like to say that you don't have the time, we all have the same amount of time. I think we all know there's people that are more busy, work more hours with potentially less resources than her, and probably exercise more than her. So, yeah,
It's so wrong. I don't understand why why is it so normalised? I don't understand that. How many hours is that a week? Over 30 hours a week sat on my arse. Can you believe that? That's insane.
yeah, but how many hours are in a week? There's like over 100 hours in a week. You know, there's like there are a lot of hours in a week. There's 168 hours in a week, and she's talking about 30 hours a week. That's 18% of her week. It's 18% of her week, and she's talking about like, oh, okay, where's the other 70, 72%, whatever? That's 82%. Where's the other 82% of her week going? I know you have to sleep. I know you have to eat, but you can't make 10%. You can't take 10% of your week to get some exercise. 16 hours a week. It's like 2 hours a day, and that's a lot. 2 hours a day is a lot.
I really don't like it, and I admire people who are happy sitting down for their job every day because I don't think I can do it. I think when you express your misery to people about working full time, they usually say things like, "Oh well, everyone hates their job, everyone's unhappy." But why is that the norm? Why are we all unhappy working? That's not doesn't really make sense to me. Surely we should change that. We're not going to change. We're just going to keep going as it is. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do, to be honest. I really don't know where to go. And when I was watching that video back, I kept talking about career paths. Still don't know how to say it. I don't know what I was talking about then. Because I don't know what I want to do. I genuinely don't. I have ideas and, fleeting thoughts of what I think I want to do, but none of them are really concrete.
There's not many things to do. Like outside of working a job, like there's pretty much like working a job or entrepreneurship. Like that's pretty much it. And all jobs are like pretty much the same. You show up, you clock in, and you do your duties. Whether your duties are like filing paperwork, police in the streets, folding clothes, stocking shelves, loading boxes, like being a doctor. You know, you start talking about career paths. I mean, be a lawyer, be a doctor. Well, that takes 12 years. It just, I don't know. I don't know if, yeah, it seems like her problem is that she still doesn't know what she wants to do. Like I said in the first video, that takes a while. And sometimes it it doesn't, you know, it takes you until you're 30, and by then you have like 5, 6, 7 year old kids. So it goes back to the point of me making in the last videos that people get sucked in too early. And yeah, that's just the way it is. Like what do you want me to do about it? You know what I mean? Like there's a reason I don't have kids.
I think it's important to know that there are always people that feel do, but none of them are really concrete. I think it's important to know that there are always people that feel the same way as you, and not in a sense of oh everyone's miserable, just in the sense of you're not the only one that feels stuck. You know, I've spent most of my young adult years wondering what the hell I want to do with my life because I don't know, and I know for a fact I don't want to do this. I don't want to work full time. Don't get me wrong, I would work full time doing something I love.
She just said it right there. And that's exactly what I was going to ask. The first question that you have to ask yourself is what do you like doing? Forget work, forget making money, forget a career path. You got to start with the basics. What do you like doing?
But I think what doesn't help is that a lot of us aren't doing what we love full time, you know? And I've said this to so many people lately, but when I find myself getting stressed at work, something that always comes to mind is that, oh my God, I'm getting stressed over a job that I don't even like, you know? And I think to myself, I wish I could get stressed about a job where I love what I'm doing. The thing that really annoys me is that employers have a really skewed view of what employees want in terms of perks and incentives. I have talked about this a lot throughout this video, but I really value time. I value time off. I value holiday, and holiday allowance is a lot stingier in an office job. In terms of employers, I feel like they look at their employees and think, how can we make them want to come, you know, how can we make them want to enjoy their job? How can we keep them here, you know what I mean? And they do things like, I don't know, giving out a bottle of wine, or, you know, providing snacks and getting someone in to bring donuts into the office and stuff like that. And it's like, no, people just want time off. People just want time off, even if it's something like letting us go home early every Friday or something. You can keep all of your perks, you can keep all of your incentives. I just want time off. Just
Right. Yeah. I feel like at this point she's asking for too much. Keep keep everything, but give us more. Like you know, let us keep things, but I was really hoping for like a more like for her to, you know, come back and be like, wow, like I get it now. Like I'm like I don't feel like she's said that she understands. I think she's just venting about her frustrations on that. For one, she has to work full time, and two, that she has no personal time, you know.
give the people a little bit more holiday allowance, and I'm sure they would appreciate it. And there's always the argument of, oh, but we need people in, and we need, you know, this is a busy season, we can't have people on holiday. People don't enjoy work. You know, if you're like me and you're just trying to make ends meet, the chances are you don't enjoy your job. And I think employers just don't understand that we just value time off. We value time off. We make our money.
But you don't have the money to have the time off. Like that's the thing. Like that's the thing.
And we don't really even get time to spend it. Stop dangling carrots and just...
She says she doesn't have time to spend the time that she has off. Like, brother.
Employers just don't understand that we just value time off. We value time off. We make our money and we don't really even get time to spend it. Stop dangling...
time to spend the money or time to spend the time?
And carrots and just genuinely give staff what they want. Give them time away from the company. Give them time away from retail, from the shop floor, from their colleagues, because we have our own friends and families, you know? And I just think giving us more time outside of work will only benefit you as an employer. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. I just think employers should give employees a lot more time off. I get really hot-headed about holiday allowance and time off. I think I'm done. I think I'm done here. My work here is done. I just wanted to give you a little update and just show you where I am and stuff. And yes, I hope you're all doing well. I'll check in with you soon. Stay well.
Well, I was really hoping for like a little bit more. You know, what do you want? Do you want to figure out what you want to do in life? Do you want more time off work? You know, like I was saying in the first video, like this takes a while and I'm still struggling working full time. Like, well, do you expect it to just like go away? I genuinely like if she were to watch this video, it might help her. Like this is not any like criticism. It's kind of like, okay, like you're on the right track, but like what do you want? I want more time. I'm hearing her. She wants more time off work. It's like, well, if I'm her employer, I'm not going to give you I'm not going to pay you for time that you're not here. Like what sense does that make? Like I can't pay you for time that you're not here. I can't pay you for not working. I wish her the best and I hope that she, you know, finds a job that she does enjoy doing because in reality, the majority of the population, even people who are self-employed entrepreneurs, they work. So it sounds like it sounds like she just doesn't want to work. And I don't think that that's going to end well because I think most people that make it to that entrepreneurial level where they're working for themselves and hiring people and scaling businesses and things, like I think they are willing to double down on work for a no return investment in the beginning stages. In the beginning stages of their business or their adventures or whatever it is that they're trying to accomplish, in the beginning, they're staying up late. They're sacrificing sleep and they're not getting paid for it because they see the much bigger picture that later on down the road, 5, 10, 15, it ain't a couple months, it's 5, 10, 15 years, then they're going to reap the benefits of their hard work. But to say like right now, like, oh, I'm in my 20s, this isn't fair, no one wants to work. I mean, I hate it for her, and I hope that she, you know, I hope that she can figure out what it is that she wants to do with her life so that she can be happy, pretty much. So that's it for this video, guys.